What's going on, guys? It is AMV Worldwide. I'm here with Virginia.
Hi.
And I am Alex, and this is William. Hold him up a little. Hey. He's asleep.
Say hi.
So today we're doing something a little different. We're actually doing a review to Summerslam 2016, which was a huge disappointment.
It wasn't that great.
And I know I'm going to get shit for, being a Roman Reigns fan and not liking the whole Brock and Orton fight, which, as far as I see on YouTube and all over Twitter, everybody's so disappointed about the Brock and Orton fight.
That upset me.
That was by far a disgrace of a fight. I do not believe for 1 second that was the planned finish.
No.
Not even a little.
It wasn't.
If anybody saw online, and I'll try to find the link and put it in the description below, the report of Jericho and Lesnar getting into a fight backstage after that because of what happened to Orton makes me know right away that something went wrong, and it's because of Brock. And that makes me mad because, first off, let's start off in order so I don't get off track. I can go back to that later. The first match that came on was, oh my God, if I could remember, that would be so great. God, I should actually, while we're here, pull up the SummerSlam 2016 results.
And we'll do match by match.
Yeah, so I can actually, let me see here. I can actually go right off of WWE.com. But I mean, personally, I was very disappointed with the whole pay-per-view.
Yeah,
this is not okay, it goes down rather than up. Okay.
So what's first?
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see this. This was apparently on the kickoff. The Usos, American Alpha, and the Hype Bros defeated Breezango, Vaudeville. That probably wasn't even that interesting, sadly. Okay, so pre-show, Sami Zayn and Neville defeated the Dudley Boys. I thought they were supposed to be a team between them. There might be now that they're not in the tournament anymore.
Yeah,
they're not in the Fatal Four. They didn't make it anywhere. So, I mean, maybe. I thought they did good as a team.
They were good as a team.
But the match itself wasn't that good.
No.
But it's the Dudleys are getting old. They just left, last night.
They just
So we'll do Raw, too.
that.
I'll review Raw in this video as well. I actually might do that in a separate video. I think we're going to do it in a separate video. I'll do SummerSlam first. But, that match wasn't really... then we had Sheamus defeated Cesaro. That was alright, actually. That match wasn't horrible.
It wasn't terrible.
I didn't expect Sheamus,
worse,
but there's 7 matches in total.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't be. I mean, it was alright, I guess. Okay, Jericho defeated Enzo and Cass. I don't see why.
I don't know why.
I don't see why. I can't see that team going anywhere.
No.
So I don't see why they got to take a SummerSlam win from Enzo and Cass. I just find it ridiculous. Personally, they're both. Jericho is as a wrestler. Owens is good, but it's just the arrogance of Owens that I don't like. Regardless if it's his character, the character's getting old now. It was funny at first, and he can be very funny at times. Now it's just kind of stupid.
Yeah.
He's interfering in Jericho's matches now. He's just making an ass of himself. I think making Owens like a badass face would be the best thing that they could do for him.
I agree.
But Enzo and Cass, Cass is in the Fatal 4-Way. Personally, I didn't see the point.
No.
Because he's not going to win.
Yeah, but...
I get they're trying to give him a shot, but what about Enzo?
Right.
What are they doing with Enzo?
I don't know why they chose Cass over Enzo.
I don't know. Personally, I like Enzo more than Cass. Cass is like a badass, but just personally, I think Enzo's got more of a character to him.
Yeah, he does, and he's funny.
And he's hella funny. All right, so then we had...
Let's
Charlotte defeated Sasha Banks for the women's title.
Pissed.
I get why, with the injuries and all.
Yeah.
Originally, people were trying to say that she violated the wellness policy.
No.
That ended up being a complete
true.
rumor. She actually is injured, and she got even more injured in the SummerSlam match.
Which is upsetting.
So she has to take some time off.
Now
Nothing surgical, luckily. But we gotta do the Raw review for Bayley. Because that might be a huge thing where Bayley takes the title, and then we get to see Bayley versus Sasha for the women's title.
That would be awesome.
So that'd be cool. The Miz defeated Apollo Crews. That match was a joke. It lasted 10 minutes, if that.
The Miz is a joke.
The whole crowd could not get into that match.
Nope.
It just wasn't gonna happen
Silence.
because it was just so predictable that Miz was keeping the title, and it was so predictable that it was not gonna be a good match. I'm sorry, it wasn't. To those who like the Miz, for some unknown reason, he's just not that good.
He's not.
They over-push Miz.
They do.
They over-push him.
I don't get it.
They've pushed him more than Dolph Ziggler.
He's annoying, and his wife is annoying.
I'm pretty sure he's a 7-time Intercontinental Champion or something like that, Miz.
And that's stupid.
With the U.S. title? I don't know how many times. I gotta look that up. I thought it was Miz, but there might be somebody else.
He's won it too many times.
There might be somebody else that won the Intercontinental title that many times. I personally don't remember.
I don't get it.
This was a phenomenal, amazing match. AJ Styles
was a
versus
great
John Cena,
match.
and AJ won the match. I don't even care that AJ
I wasn't
won
upset
because I was always an
he did
AJ
good.
Styles fan. I'm kind of upset what they've done with his character.
Yeah.
But he did absolutely amazing in this
did
match,
good in the match.
and he really
He
proved
did.
himself.
He did. He did it by himself.
It made him a star in the moment, like what Culture said in one of their videos. In WWE, there's always a moment where
Right.
you make a star and then you make a superstar.
Yeah.
They made a superstar out of AJ Styles when Cena did the AA off the top rope. AJ kicked out and Cena sat in one corner and AJ
Yeah.
could barely stand up. And he was like screaming in pain, pulling himself on the ropes.
Yeah.
And you saw the shocked look on somebody who's won this world title over 15 times, U.S. Championship, World Tag Team
He was
Championship.
honestly-
He did not know what to do. And it
in
was
that
like
moment.
the creating of a superstar in AJ Styles, and I can honestly see him winning the WWE World Heavyweight title from Dean. And I would somewhat be okay with it because of what they did at SummerSlam for him.
Yeah.
And I think it was an incredible, awesome moment for AJ. Regardless if he's a heel now, they made that
That was
match
still a good
match of the
match.
night. I don't
Was
care what
still
anybody
good.
says, that was the best match of the night. Via disqualification, Gallows and Anderson defeat the New Day. Match was kind of pointless in general because we knew that they weren't taking the titles. Jon Stewart,
Yeah.
don't know why he was there. Never will understand why he's there
Again.
every SummerSlam. Especially after last year, that was just dumb with how they did that when he interfered in the WWE title match.
Go back to your show. You're not
He's
on
retired.
it.
He doesn't even have a show.
Oh, okay. He's done.
So,
See, I don't even know.
He just doesn't know what to do with his life.
He's got.
I mean,
nothing.
I laughed when Big E came back. That I found that pretty funny and entertaining. So, I mean,
Big E.
come running out like that. Then he drank the.
He drank
ball
whatever
juice.
was in there.
I guess it was pickle juice, but it was like
I
ball
guess,
juice.
But
So, I found that pretty funny. Dean Ambrose defeated Dolph Ziggler. This match, I feel like, was supposed to be a lot bigger than what it was, but
I don't
the
think
crowd
people
just
took
couldn't
it
get
as
into it.
serious for some reason.
You know what, though? It seemed like, and I read some reviews on it. It seemed like neither of them really gave a shit about the match.
Yeah, which I don't.
Like, it seemed
why?
like the way that they were both fighting and the way that the crowd was into
They weren't
it.
really into
They weren't
it.
into it, and it was kind of depressing because you
Kind
have
of
two
upsetting.
very, very, very talented men
I like them both.
fighting for the title, and either man that won that title, I think, would have got a pop if they took the match more seriously.
Right.
For them to go out there and not really give a crap about it, kind of ruined it for
Kinda
themselves.
makes
I mean,
me
the crowd
wonder.
alone was not that good last night,
No.
or not last night, 2 nights ago. Was not that good the last 2 nights. Even in Raw, it was You know, in the Barclays Center, it's always been good, and then like NXT's crowd was
For some
crazy.
reason, nobody was into
SummerSlam,
anything.
everybody wasn't into it, and
It was just silent.
I don't know, maybe there was a lot behind it that maybe we couldn't understand,
Maybe.
but
we weren't there.
I
so.
mean, Dean versus Dolph, I expected Dean to retain it, to have a Dean versus AJ match, that we knew that was going to happen. Nikki Bella returns, which
Yeah,
was
Nikki
shocking.
Bella returned.
Shocking. I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but I found it pretty
But
cool
it
that
was
she
pretty,
came
yeah,
out.
pretty random.
Nikki Bella, Natalia, and Alexa Bliss defeat Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Carmella. Again, crowd couldn't get into the match itself. They got into Nikki Bella coming out as a
Right,
surprise.
and
They
that
like
was
freaked
really
out,
it.
but then the match itself was like, eh. So I mean, that's just. I guess that was just time to fill until the main events came
Probably.
on. Finn Balor defeats Seth Rollins to become the first WWE Universal Championship.
That match.
Disappointed me how the crowd reacted during this, and it's because they were more worried about what color a title was than the match itself.
Yeah.
Seth
See, I
Rollins
really
said
care
it,
about his
Mick
title.
Foley said it, and I'm saying it right now. For the crowd to be more worried about what a title looks like rather than the superstars and the match is a disgrace. You're not a real wrestling fan at that point.
No.
And anybody that tries to tell me that they are, when they're the ones booing because the title was red and it wasn't an insanely good-looking title, who gives a shit?
It doesn't matter. It matters who's
It
fighting
matters
for
who
it.
was fighting, and it matters the caliber of the match that
And
was
what
put
they-
on.
right, what
And
they
to see
did.
Finn Balor flying out his family ruined the moment for him because
did.
he should have got quite a bigger pop, and everybody got like so mad that the title looked like the Divas title.
Who cares?
Who gives a shit?
It's a title.
It's not about a title; it's about who holds the title.
Exactly. It's about what it
The title could be a
represents.
piece of cardboard. It doesn't matter. The
No.
prestige of who's holding it is what matters, and what they put on for it. So I couldn't get into the match as much as I wanted to because of that. It ruined it for me, and it ruined it for a
'Cause
lot
there
of
was
people
no
watching.
reaction,
And it
yeah.
ruined it for a lot of people that wanted to be at SummerSlam live like myself, but
Right.
couldn't have the opportunity because if people like us were there, it wouldn't have been like
It
that.
wouldn't. No. True
So,
fans.
It's just, it's sad, but that match was great. It really was a great match. Sad that Finn Balor had to relinquish it, but it happens. His health is way more important than the title.
It is. Yeah.
But I
But
give
he'll
him
be
so
back.
much. I give him so much respect for popping in his shoulder mid-match and fighting the rest of the match to win the Universal Championship. I have ultimate respect for him, and I cannot wait until he's back. I would love to see what they're
And
going to do
I
with
want him
that.
to get that title back.
I think he's taking the title back. I think
He
they're going to
will.
make him an absolute star. I
He
do.
will.
United States Championship match does not take place
not
after Roman
happen.
Reigns rendered Rusev unable to compete.
Figures.
I feel like they didn't have time for it, so they ended
Yeah.
it. And then they found out that Finn Balor was injured, so they had to keep Roman for the Fatal 4. And anybody that's mad that Roman is in the Fatal 4-way, piss off. Because regardless if you don't like him, he's not
great.
bad.
He's
You guys are
great.
like, oh, he can't wrestle, he can't talk on the mic. First of all, the guy has more moves than Cena, you guys still cheer Cena on.
Right.
The guy has just as much mic skills as the next guy.
I think he sounds fine.
First of all, Dean didn't have mic skills for how long?
Right.
And he didn't make any sense when he talked. That rivalry that he first had with Seth, he had these stupid segments, and he didn't make any sense when he said. Enzo Amore doesn't make sense. He's funny, but it doesn't make any sense.
No, he says random shit.
I don't care. You guys can dislike the shit out of this video because I say this. Roman Reigns will always be one of my favorite superstars.
He
If he were to
is my
take that
favorite.
Universal Championship next week, tell you all to suck it because you know what? He does deserve it. Regardless, Seth has had how many opportunities?
ass off
How many
for
opportunities did Seth Rollins get? And nobody bats an eyelash. Roman got one opportunity. Everybody freaked out.
Yeah. Wow.
So, just because Seth is a little bit better, Seth is a better wrestler. I will admit it. Seth is a better wrestler. Roman is a good wrestler. There is no reason why he can't. First of all, he has more moves than Dean Ambrose, but you guys cheer on Dean Ambrose more.
Yeah.
You guys just have something against him for some reason, and it doesn't make any sense. You guys act like he's handed every single opportunity in the book. First of
he
all,
really is not. He fights.
the year before he won the Royal Rumble, you all wanted him to win the Royal Rumble. When Money in the Bank came and John Cena won the WWE World Heavyweight title, everybody wanted Roman to win the title. Roman Reigns left on injury. When he came back, you guys all had like a vendetta against him, like you didn't want him to do anything with his career. Doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. It was once he came back and won the Royal Rumble like everybody wanted in the first place, nobody wanted it. So make up your mind.
They don't know what they
Because a lot of these people that are booing him are people that wanted him to win the Royal Rumble when Batista did. People that wanted him to win the WWE title when John Cena did. You know, you guys cheered him when he beat Sheamus. Everybody was so happy about it because they didn't want Sheamus as champion. Then Triple H came back. Oh no, Triple H has to be champion. Why? What is he going to do? He's boring. I don't like Triple H. He's boring. He used to be good. Now he's just a boring character.
I don't find him to be interesting.
Then everybody wanted Seth to take back the title. Well, no, I can't even say. The reason everybody hated on Roman is because they wanted Daniel Bryan to win the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan would have won the Royal Rumble, fought Brock Lesnar for the title, the same outcome would have happened, and then he would have retired regardless. So you wouldn't have had a champion that you wanted. Because the guy can't wrestle anymore, and he couldn't have after he fought Brock, because Brock would have snapped his neck. So, yeah, you get what you have, and I don't understand why everybody hates Roman Reigns. Because he's going to be there, he ain't leaving.
I never understood it.
And I'm going to like him whether people don't like him. I don't care who doesn't like him. Because personally, I don't see the point in not liking him. He's good.
I like him.
He's talented. I don't care what you guys say about that. But he puts on great matches. The match with Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank was not just Seth Rollins making it great. It was Roman Reigns making it great as well. It was a great performance. The triple threat was all three men making it great. You all loved Roman Reigns when he was in the Shield. You all loved Roman Reigns when he first came out. But then, I don't know where you guys just don't like him. So you guys make no sense, but he's still just as good as he was when you guys did cheer him. It doesn't change. And then lastly, so I can get off of this topic because I just get pissed off talking about that. Brock Lesnar defeated Randy Orton via TKO. Most uncomfortable situation I've ever had to watch in wrestling.
I did not like watching
The pool of blood.
It just poured.
First of all, the PG era is dead.
Yes.
After that,
just
it
poured
was
out.
a pool of blood. We all know that Orton did not cut
Within a
himself
second.
because you could watch the
Nope.
video over 1,000,000 times. That he
You
had
could
no chance to
tell.
bleed himself. You look at the backstage reports. That was not the finish that was supposed to happen. There's a lot of rumors that Goldberg was going to come out. It's a big rumor that Goldberg didn't come out because of what happened. Shane McMahon came out to add, I guess, a little bit more comfortableness to the crowd watching Randy Orton bleed.
And
It
that
didn't.
end well. No.
It didn't even add. I wasn't even slightly comfortable when he F5 Shane because there was still a pool of blood on the
Yeah.
ring. It was disgusting, and I felt like Brock should not be allowed to wrestle after that.
No, and I'm
Because he
wondering
can't
what the
contain himself.
repercussions
No, well, there will be
are for that.
repercussions. I feel like that's their way of saying he's
Yeah.
not wrestling for us anymore. And I hope.
I
Because
pray.
I cannot stand him. And everybody cheers on Brock when he's in the WWE title picture. What has he done to deserve it?
Exactly.
That you guys boo Roman Reigns, but you cheer on Brock. What has he
doesn't
done?
even have a good
When he was
personality,
WWE
doesn't have a
champion, he
gimmick.
defended it. Let's see, won at SummerSlam. He defended it at Night of Champions. Then didn't go to defend it until Royal Rumble, and then didn't defend it at Fastlane, and then only
How's
defended it at
that
WrestleMania.
fair?
So tell me, he was a great WWE champion, right? He deserved that to beat
not
Cena
fair.
and become a champion. It was pointless. It was as pointless as when The Rock won the title. And I don't care what anybody says. When The Rock beat CM Punk for the WWE title, it was pointless because The Rock defended it at Elimination Chamber, or what was it at that point? The Elimination Chamber still? Probably. And WrestleMania, then he lost it. But he never fought on Raw, and neither did Brock Lesnar. Tell me what kind of a champion is that? But Roman's there every single event,
Not one.
and he fights his heart out. So, for you guys to cheer on Brock but not cheer on Reigns, you're not a real wrestling fan, because a real wrestling fan would understand that Brock is never there. He doesn't deserve a chance. He should be losing these
He
fights.
should have to
He's
be
undefeated
there.
for the past, 2 years almost.
Yeah, what is the point?
Why?
I feel like he's just a big baby about it.
I don't know. I personally cannot stand the guy, and
He complains. If
I
he
could
can't
care
win.
less if he were to leave WWE for the rest of the time. The only time he lost was with a very weird finish to the Undertaker versus Brock match. Didn't make any sense. So, I mean, for you guys to cheer on Brock and not Reigns, you guys obviously don't know how to pick a superstar, because Brock doesn't deserve anything he's been handed. Roman busts his ass every time he's there. Regardless if the guy doesn't have super good mic skills, that's not what makes a wrestler. Yes, it's entertainment, I get that. But there was times where everybody was like, Roman Reigns, yeah, and then all of a sudden, nothing changed about him. Boo, Roman Reigns. Everybody was cheering him on Raw, every single Raw with Rusev. Then last night, he's put back into the WWE title picture, and everybody loses their shit. So, you guys just don't want him to move up. Eventually, it's going to be like you guys did with Cena. You booed Cena every single event, and now you guys cheer him again. Because he puts on great matches. So did Reigns.
how it
The Reigns and AJ
works.
Styles match was amazing, both of them. And it wasn't just AJ Styles. It was Reigns putting on a great performance. So, that's all I have to say about it. But that's our SummerSlam review. Like I said,
Overall,
disappointing pay-per-view.
Pretty shitty.
The only good matches were Balor and AJ. Balor, AJ, Cena, Seth put on a great performance that night.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, the Lesnar and Orton fight didn't go like we wanted it. And
I thought it was going to be good.
the United States title match didn't happen. Dean and Dolph was a disappointment. And Jericho and Owens was a disappointment. And Charlotte and Banks was a disappointment. So, hopefully, Backlash or SmackDown is better. As well as the Night of Champions pay-per-view, I think, for Raw is better. I don't want to watch that. So,
I hope so.
yeah, so we can hopefully,
we
but
can review
we'll have a
on
Raw
something
review
that's
up,
good.
and so we hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. All of our social media, links.
No.
All of our social media links will be in the description down
Uh-huh.
below, and as well as anything else that's in the description. So yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.